Hey everyone, and welcome back to my late life lesbian journey. In this video, I wanted to share with you sort of what my first year of dating was like since getting divorced and dating women and all of that. It was definitely an eye-opening experience. I'm 33. I just turned 34, so I was, I guess, 32 and turned 33. I was in my 30s. It's in my 30s. Had been married for 11 years, been in a relationship for 15, and not only was I back in the dating world, but I was dating women. And so, for starters, it was hard because I feel like I knew how to be in a relationship, but I didn't really know how to date. You know, I wasn't one that wanted to play games. I didn't want to do all that. I'm just very straightforward, honest, direct. And so that was kind of difficult because I just felt like I was ready to just almost like jump right into a relationship. And so that kind of took some time to like figure out how do I go about dating? And I definitely learned a lot of lessons over that first year. I'm sure I will continue to learn lessons. But the first girl that I dated, right as I was getting divorced, you know, I know some people take time, and honestly, like I probably needed some time. Like I probably should have taken a period of time, but I was so excited to finally get to explore dating women that I definitely just jumped right into it. And the first girl that I dated, you know, it was good, and there were some good things about it, but she had a really difficult time with my relationship with my ex-husband. And I tried to rationalize it. I tried to make excuses for it because I figured, okay, technically we were still not even officially divorced. And then when we were officially divorced, we were still like moving out of the same house into our own separate houses. So of course I understood like that could be difficult for someone, you know, that could be kind of threatening. You know, I'm still ending something with a person that I've had this whole history with while trying to start something new with somebody else. And so I tried to be understanding, but it just got to the point where, you know, she had issues if he was in my house, like with our son, or if I talked to him ever about anything other than things related to our son. And it just became honestly kind of very controlling of that relationship. And I got to the point where I couldn't take it. Like I tried to understand it. I tried to rationalize it, but it just kept getting worse. So that first relationship taught me that nobody's going to dictate what my relationship with my ex-husband and my son's father was going to look like. And I'm thankful for that. You know, it was a eye-opening experience. And so I took that with me, that I wasn't going to let that influence, or I guess moving forward, I wasn't going to let anyone influence that relationship. I knew what that relationship was. You know, I totally knew things were over and there was nothing to be worried about. And you know, like him and I are still good friends, and we still, you know, need to be in each other's lives because of our son, and we want to maintain a good relationship for our son. So nobody was going to get to dictate what that was going to look like. And I dated a few other people, you know, had another girl that I dated, and it was a perfectly fine relationship, but just learned more of like that I wasn't getting what I wanted, you know, so ended that one. And I had friends telling me, oh, you know, like you need to be dating multiple people. Like don't just jump right in and get into a relationship. And so I honestly even tried that method. I had a few different people I was talking to and would go on, went on a couple dates with here and there. But for me, I realized for myself that I just wasn't the type of person that I was. Yeah, you know, it was great to like have all these people to talk to because there was always some type of like attention or interest, but it was just wasn't me. You know, I'm one that where I will talk to people. If I start to date you and I'm interested, like then I want to just give my time to you. So, but it was time to kind of figure that out and experience that. And, you know, it's definitely interesting, like online dating, Tinder, Bumble, all of that, you know, definitely an experience, and how crazy it can be to have such a great connection through texting and all that. And then you meet and it's just like nothing there, or, you know, like just, I don't know, just wasn't the same in person. And I will say I had one person that, you know, because I really appreciate openness and honesty and just being straightforward. And so that's how I would always try to be with dating. Like if I went on a date and I just wasn't interested, I'd just be honest and just say, you know, it wasn't there for me. There was never any point in dragging it out for me. And I even had one girl that I went on a date with. Things seemed to go really well. I reached back out and like, she was honest. She was like, you know, I had a great time with you, but she's like, there's somebody else I'm talking to that I just feel more of a connection with and have more interest in. I was like, fantastic. Thank you. Like, you told me what was going on, and I don't know where she went, what happened to her, but I have a ton of respect for her because she was straightforward and honest. So yeah, you know, I can kind of continue to put myself out there, try talking to different people. I at one point fell hard for somebody who didn't live in this country, and short, it was brief, but it wasn't right. And I even learned a lesson from that, we always say fall for, and I could honestly probably make a whole other video just on this, but it wasn't real, wasn't like true, genuine, substantial. And I learned that lesson. You know, it was sort of that quick, hard infatuation, I think, and yeah, that was another lesson that I learned. And so now I'm kind of at present day where I do have a girlfriend, and we met on Instagram, which a lot of you might actually know that. And so far it's really, really good. And it's crazy because, you know, I would think through all the things that I want, and I, you know, kind of asked for and envisioned and imagined like this perfect person, like the qualities that they have, the relationship we'd have, the dynamic that we'd have. And right now, again, I know it's still young and new, but that's what I seem to have found. So I'm very excited to see where that goes. But I will say it's scary, and it's scary to get exactly what you want. And I'll probably talk about this in another video. But I will just leave it at that. That is something that is very scary and definitely kind of took me back. Like, wow, like, can this really be true? Like, you know, they say if something's too good to be true, it probably is. So when our relationship started, it was definitely a very scary thing for me to think like, wow, can I really be getting everything that I've said that I want? So far that seems to be the case, and I guess time will just tell. But anyways, I'll probably do more videos on dating. There's so many different little parts of it that I kind of want to talk about, and just being a part of the lesbian community, you know, that's been a whole other experience. So stay tuned. If you want to keep up and follow, subscribe, and feel free to always reach out, leave a comment below, or you can follow me and connect with me on Instagram at ecbettis. So thanks so much for watching.